Well, hello everyone. How are you all on this lovely Tuesday? By the way, is Melanie, but please just call me Mel. And I am the founder and CEO of Pioneer Chicks, and we are back today, very exciting, for another episode of the very originally named Mel's Weekly Facebook Live show. Okie dokes. So this is episode 13, and let's let you know about our freebie giveaways today, shall we? So every week I give away my full set of topic notes on the topic that I'm discussing today. Now, the topic notes are actually from our local meet sessions, and I run the Haverhill one still in Suffolk. So each month we do a local meet session, and one of the guests will have chosen a topic that they would like some help with, and then the host, myself in this case, has a month to research that topic and to put it all together, and then this is the outcome of that. So the notes for this one was being proactive as opposed to reactive, and of course I've got a month's worth of notes, but I'm only going to be discussing probably about a third of the actual notes. I've put a link in the caption of this video. You just press that link and tap in your email address, and then that should take you straight to the PDF document where you have the full set of notes. The topic today is being proactive as opposed to reactive. First of all, you need to know whether you're actually in reactive mode. Now, how do you know whether we're actually being reactive as opposed to proactive? Well, there's some clues. For example, you are in reactive mode if you wait for your clients to come to you, you have hired a coach and did the work that you were told to do, even if you already knew what you needed to do, but you had to have someone actually tell you to do it in order for you to action it. Sound familiar? Or you say yes because it's easier than saying no, and you end up putting your own work to the side so that you can help others, and then actually run out of time to do the things that you needed to do for yourself. Or you might have a super long to-do list that is full of other people's work with your own tasks at the bottom. You have no time for hobbies, and your work-life balance is, well, non-existent. Or you might look at peers, mentors and coaches who seem to have all their stuff together, and see how you can do the same rather than looking at yourself, of course. And then you might start the day staring blankly at your computer, not knowing where on earth to begin that day. You have notifications popping up all day long on your phone, tablet or computer. And also another sign that you're in a reactive mode is that you are spending a majority of your time replying to emails, text messages and social media messages, social media comments, etc. And this actually ends up taking up a large part of your day. These are all reactive tasks. If you can relate to some of these, then the next 10 tips are going to help you, or sorry, next 7 tips are going to help you switch from being reactive to becoming proactive. And just a point there, remember, there are actually 10 steps in the document, but we're going to be running through 7 of them today. And then there's also another 5 bonus tips in the document for you. So just download that if you want more info. So, 7 steps to turn from reactive to proactive. 1, start by setting your intentions. So think about what you really want from your business. What's your big vision and your next goal to get there? How will you get there? Write all of this down and make strategic plans. And that's important. Writing it down is important. It's absolutely necessary. This is why you started your business. Keep these notes close to you wherever you work, and look at them every day to center yourself and just to keep you focused and to know why you're doing what you're doing and what your goal is with your business, what you're really wanting out of it. Then number 2 is to set targets. So you can create SMART targets towards achieving your goals. And SMART actually stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. So as long as your targets, your goals are specific, they're measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely, you should be able to actually work through them and start knocking them off your list. Track these goals regularly, and again, have them near you at your desk so you can look at them on a regular basis to remind yourself of what your goals and targets are. Number 3 is to plan your actions. So to achieve those goals, do you need to speak to certain people, or do you need to find out specific information? What is going to help you to achieve these goals? What do you need to do in order to achieve them? Who do you need to know? Who do you need to speak to? And break down the goal into manageable chunks and tick off each part as you go. So if your overall goal is like to run a multi-million-dollar business and you're currently just at like a few hundred a month, of course that's going to be a huge goal, and you might think that it's unattainable through that. However, you're breaking it down into smaller chunks. What you're actually going to do is then work towards the smaller goals. And then when you tick off each of those smaller goals, you then get on to the next goal. So you're never trying to take a massive leap. You're not going straight for the big goal. You're just focusing on these smaller goals, these like stepping stones to your major goal. Number 4, dedicate time to your goals. Very important, very easy not to do, as the urgent tasks take over the important ones. So now that you've broken down your goal into manageable chunks, dedicate time to each item. And know when you're going to be tackling that task and give it a time and a date. Literally write this in your diary and block out time to work through these goals. And make sure that you put it in there as a compulsory, a non-negotiable item, something that you can't break. You have to do it. Okay. Number 5, evaluate your to-do list. So look back at your to-do list that is full of tasks for other people, because if you're in reactive mode, then your to-do list probably looks like that. Do you really want to do these things? Or do you want to crack on with ideas that excite you and that you want to do? Work out which ones you want to do and which you have to do. Then, number 6, plan your tasks. So for those tasks that you want and have to do, allocate a date and time to do them and actually do them. If there are things on that list that you don't really want to do but have agreed with a colleague perhaps or a client, then do get it done, but perhaps make a note not to say yes next time around. Which leads us on to number 7, delegate and outsource. Can you actually delegate some tasks back to the person who gave them to you? Or can you outsource to other people? So you can let your colleagues or clients know in a nice way, of course, that you're no longer available for certain tasks and apologize for any inconvenience caused. Outsourcing, there's a whole range of things that to do with running your business that can potentially be outsourced to other people to free you up to do those important tasks and those goals. So for example, you can outsource copywriting And classic example of this presentation and the notes that go along with it, I've actually had help with like rewriting up my little scribbles of my own notes with Bloom Content Creation, and they have put this together for me into something that makes a bit more sense than my random scribbles. So I am actually doing what I'm preaching here, and I hire a copywriter to help me to do this and to get our brand exposure out as well. So Bloom Content Creation are brilliant for that. You can also outsource graphic design. You can outsource customer service. So virtual assistants are a fantastic way to outsource your customer service. Just make sure that you go through like a full onboarding process with them so that they know your branding, they know the messaging, they know the kind of words that you use and the language that you use to all suit your brand, so that they're fully prepped and they know how to respond on your behalf. But it is possible to outsource your customer service. You can also outsource video editing as well. So for example, there's a site called Fiverr, and you can like ask a ton of people on this platform to do some video editing for you and see which one you like the best and then hire them. So a great tip, by the way, for choosing what to delegate is in the topic notes, and that's actually from President Eisenhower. He's created this Eisenhower box for delegation and deciding what can go out to other people, what you should be prioritizing and doing yourself, etc. And that is inside of those topic notes, so you'll see that in there when you download those. Okay, so let's just do a quick recap, shall we? Establish if you're in a reactive mode by asking yourself the questions in the notes, so the ones that I just went through before. And if you discover that you are in fact in reactive mode, then you can become proactive by setting your intentions, so knowing exactly what you're wanting out of your business, set targets, plan your actions, dedicate time to your goals, so block out time specifically for your goals, evaluate your to-do list, plan your tasks, and delegate or outsource those tasks that can be done by somebody else to free you up to do the important stuff. Next week's Facebook Live, same time, same place, 2 p.m. on Tuesday. Set a reminder now for it, just a little tip. And the topic is effective networking. So, brilliant, fantastic. Can't wait for that one. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Absolutely lovely to have you. I hope you found this helpful. Download those topic notes, and I will see you again Tuesday next week at 2 o'clock. Bye-bye, guys.